Hello guys, this week I'm visiting my uncle in Stavanger, and today we went to the shooting range, Skurve shooting range. It was a short day because of the bad weather. It was cold and windy and snowy, so we are just introducing the guns inside here. And we can start with this Mosin-Nagant. It's a model 9130.
Yep.
It's produced in Isevsk in Russia. As you can see, it's very long. And the cartridge is 762 by 54 rim.
It's typical for the era, a long rifle, and it's a number-like rifle, included a bayonet, and it's in very good condition, but it is a refurbished stock on this one.
Yes, and the second one is Lee-Enfield number 4.
It's a Mark 1.
Mark 1. It's a 303 British, and it's produced in Royal Ordnance Factory, Maltby in 1942.
Yep. This is also refurbished. It has a stock, replacement stock, but the stock was also produced during the war. But it's fitted just after the war. And we have stripper clips for it. It's advantage with this rifle, it's a 10 round magazine, so you can load it with 2 of these stripper clips for a full magazine, and it's useful for the magazine capacity, because it's a rifle you can perform rapid fire with, and it's quite effective for that. Also comes with a bayonet. It's a short spike bayonet.
And when I was shooting with these 2 rifles, I liked the Lee-Enfield best. It's easier to reload. It's easier and faster, and it's not as long as the other, so it's not that heavy. This one is a bit harder to reload, and yeah.
But actually the side picture on the, if you ask me, the side picture is better on the Mosin than on the Lee-Enfield. It's easier to
easier
to have a good side picture, at least for long range. Yep. That was the rifles.
So done.
Yeah.
This is the one.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then we have the Colt model 1911 A1. It's a 45 ACP. It's produced by Colt in 1943. Used by
Norwegian resistance.
Norwegian resistance.
During World War II.
Yeah.
Yeah. This was actually dropped on Hardangervidda, as a central part of southern Norway, for the resistance.
An A1. I'll shoot some with this. And then we have the Spanish Royal 30 Mauser. It's produced in 1928.
This was actually bought for the Norwegian civil authorities, and between the wars it was kind of a police force which ordered some of these in. So, how did you feel about it when you shot it today?
It wasn't easy to find a good grip because of this thing here. And it has a very small
Handle?
yeah, so it's I didn't like the grip, but it kicks a bit, and that's fun.
This design is the first pistol which is actually you can use. It's a design from 1896. It's the Mauser C96 design, and it's also called a broom handle. And guess why? It feels like a broom handle actually. So, so it's a very tall pistol. The recoil is heavy, and it's not easy to shoot with it accurate in this state. But if you put on the stock for it, it's actually quite easy to shoot with.
Yes.
And then you actually get a feel for the intention of this weapon with the stock. It's very easy to handle and quite accurate.
So that was really cool. I never done this before. Very nice gun, shoots really well. Yeah. And
yeah, but
yeah.
as you started it, this is the 30 Mauser cartridge. It's quite potent. It wasn't beaten until 1935 when the 357 Magnum came. As you can see on the end of the table here, we have a Smith & Wesson there, which we also shot just a bit today. Yeah.
That's Dreyse.
Yeah. And Dreyse. Dreyse.
Yeah. Okay, and this is the Dreyse 1908. It's a 765.
Oh, 32 ACP.
Yeah, 32 ACP.
Something.
It's used by resistance in World War II.
Yeah. During the Second World War, we had to use whatever we could get our hands on. And this pistol is not the first choice you make if you want a firearm. It's not reliable at all, as we experienced
Yeah.
today. But it's fun, and if you maintain it properly, it functions not too bad, but
Yeah.
it's not the best design, and it's also quite early design.
Done? Ja. Ja, har noen lyst til å plukke det ut? Nei.
If you want information about the Dreyse 1908, I suggest you go to See an Arsenal on YouTube. He's good with these old pistols, and he has a lot of information for this pistol. We can put up his details in the comments.
I did not like to shoot with this gun. I think the trigger is hard to manage.
But you actually hit with it.
Yeah.
Yeah, you did. But the side picture on this is also it's awful.
Yeah, not good.
Not good at all.
And as you can see on the video,
it jams up.
Yes.
It does not eject as it should. And it's a weak cartridge. It's not the best, but it would definitely hurt you.
Yeah. And then we have the Browning 1906. 635, 25 ACP.
Yeah.
And,
Also used by the resistance in Norway.
Yeah.
As I said, they used whatever they could, and this is a typical gun to hide in the pocket or whatever. It's not that large, so it's easy to hide. But it's very weak, and it's a defense weapon on very close range. As you see, the cartridge is lying on the table there. It's if you compare it to the 45 ACP, it's not much.
Even though it's smaller, I really liked shooting with it because it was fun and new, and yeah, but it felt like it was going to jump out of my hands, or I was going to lose it because it was so small.
I actually struggle with shooting with it because I have a bit larger hands than you
Yeah.
have, so I struggle a bit, but
Yeah.
and the sight picture on it is not good at all.
No.
And we have the 357 Magnum, it's a Smith & Wesson, yes, J-frame 160, and that is excellent handgun. 3-inch barrel, and the 357, as we stated, was in 1935. It was the strongest, most powerful cartridge around. And it beat the 30 Mauser. Easy to fire, easy to shoot with this revolver. The trigger on it is brilliant, and also the sights are good. How did you enjoy it?
I'm not such a big fan of revolvers, but
Yeah, you shot at Taurus 85 earlier,
yeah.
if you remember.
Yeah,
Can you
yeah.
compare them?
Yeah. I don't remember it
No.
that much, but it was. I like that the trigger was so easy.
Yeah.
And it's an okay gun.
Yeah. All of these weapons are quite early weapons. This is the first smokeless powder rifle for the Russians. This is not the first, but it's the same design as the SMLE rifle for the British, which is the first smokeless powder rifle. This is a rimmed cartridge. It's just designed off old black powder cartridges in a hurry, actually, to get a smokeless powder rifle. Yeah. The French was the first one with the 8mm Lebel. and other countries were trying to catch up with them. This handgun design is a very early pistol design and the first functional successful pistol design, I would say. You got the bore shock, but this is a better design. Yeah. So not much more to say than the video from the range. I would like to thank Skurve. Let us come in to shoot today. It was not the best conditions, but the shooting range is brilliant. They have skeeting, they have long range, they have pistol, they have IPSC. So you can do anything you want on the Skurve, as long as you do it in a good manner. Yes.
Yeah. Well, thank you for watching, and see you in the next video.